Hello students, today I am going to explain more uses of microbes in different techniques. First is microbes in sewage treatment. As we know that sewage is the municipal wastewater contains large amount of organic matter and microbes which are pathogenic and cannot be discharged into natural water bodies like rivers and streams. So it is the wastewater and it contains impurities. It is contaminated water, contaminated in large amount of organic matter having microbes in it, which are pathogenic, which are disease causing microbes, and this water cannot be discharged directly in the natural water bodies, that is river and stream. So this wastewater should be treated. So sewage is treated in sewage treatment plant to make it less polluting by using heterotrophic microbes naturally present in sewage. So this water firstly transferred in the sewage treatment plant, and where it is made less polluting with the help of heterotrophic microbes which are grown in present in the sewage. Now the sewage treatment includes two stages: primary treatment and secondary treatment. We can see this flow chart also. So process of sewage treatment in sewage treatment plant: primary treatment, secondary treatment. In the primary treatment, it is physical process in which filtration and sedimentation takes place. In the secondary treatment, filtration and sedimentation, then rapid growth of microbes, aerobic microbes, then consumes organic matter, reduces BOD, then effluent passed to settling tank, then flux sedimentation forms. It is known as activated sludge, and then anaerobic sludge digester. It forms biogas and water release into river and stream. So we will study in this flowchart in detail. First is in primary treatment. In primary treatment, floating debris is removed by sequential filtration. It means from the sewage or from the wastewater, the impurities which are float. Okay, these debris, this waste is removed by the filtration method, and grit are removed by sedimentation. Grit means जो भी sewage water में soil and small pebbles पत्थर है, they can be separated by the sedimentation. So floating debris, floating material removed by the filtration, and the soil and small pebbles, that is also known as grit, it is removed by the sedimentation. So this is the primary treatment and it is a physical process. Second is secondary treatment. In the secondary treatment, or we can call it biological treatment, it involves passing of primary effluents in large aeration tank to help the growth of aerobic microbes into flocks. Whenever the sewage water is filtered or sedimentation, then the remaining effluent, that is known as effluent, primary effluent, जो कि primary treatment के बाद में मिला है waste water, primary effluent. This primary effluent is passed in the aeration tank, and here in the air, in this aeration tank, aerobic bacteria or aerobic microbes are developed. Air is passed, aeration tank, as the name indicates, it is aerated, air वाला होता है, इसमें air pass होती है. Now the growth of aerobic microbes takes place, and it is in the form of mass of bacteria associated with fungal filament to form mesh-like structure. So in the aerobic microbes, bacteria होते हैं and fungal elements होते हैं, and वो एक mesh-like structure में एक mass होता है, कंप्लीट हम कह सकते हैं बैक्टीरिया और फंगल फिलामेंट का मास होता है, जाली जैसा mesh-like structure हो जाता है, that is known as flocks. And these microbes increase the consumption of organic waste and decrease the BOD of the effluent. जब ये microbes develop हो जाते हैं उस aeration tank में, then these microbes consume the organic waste which is present in the primary effluent, and then it because of this consumption, it decrease the BOD, means biological oxygen demand. So whenever Microbes consume the organic waste. At the time, there is the decrease in the BOD, and this BOD is actually indication of pollution. If the more BOD, if the biological oxygen demand is more, it increase, then we can say more pollution. And if the BOD is decreased, then we can say it is less pollution. So BOD is the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. So this BOD is consumed by the bacteria for the consumption of organic matter. And we can calculate in 1 liter of water. So the organic matter is oxidized by the help of bacteria. So it is the amount of oxygen which is used for the consumption of organic matter. It measures the amount of organic matter present in the water. Greater the BOD of water, more it is polluted. Okay, ये इसका जो amount है, ये BOD है, it measures the organic matter कि water के अंदर कितना organic matter present है. If the more BOD is there, so we can see more organic matter is there and the water is more polluted. If the less BOD is there, तो organic matter consume हो जाता है, water is less polluted. Once the BOD of sewage or wastewater is reduced, the effluent is then passed into a settling tank where the bacterial flocks are allowed to sediment. Okay, whenever the BOD is reduced of that wastewater, or we can say that sewage, then this effluent, now the effluent is liquid waste. So this effluent, liquid part, is then passed into settling tank. उस effluent को जिसमें BOD का amount reduce हो गया है, ठीक है, that this effluent is passed in the settling tank where the bacterial flocks are allowed to settle. जहाँ पर bacterial flock क्या है, वो sediment हो जाते हैं नीचे, settle down हो जाते हैं. And this sediment is called activated sludge. And this is the sediment. इसके साथ और भी चीजें लिख सकते हैं. This sediment is known as activated sludge. Sludge is passed into large tanks called anaerobic sludge digester, in which anaerobic bacteria digest the bacteria and fungi in the sludge and produce mixture of gas called biogases. Now this activated sludge is very important for the, as a fertilizers we can say. What happens, this activated sludge is firstly passed into the anaerobic sludge digester, anaerobic condition where the oxygen is absent. तो anaerobic sludge digester में इसको पास किया जाता है, ठीक है. These are the large tanks in which sludge is passed, in which anaerobic bacteria digest the bacteria and fungi in the sludge and produce. अब वो जो anaerobic bacteria है उस sludge के अंदर जो भी bacteria and fungi को digest कर देते हैं. Anaerobic bacteria digest the bacteria and fungi in the sludge. The bacteria and fungi which are present in the sludge, they are digested by the anaerobic bacteria which are present in the anaerobic sludge digester. And after that digestion, they produce mixture of gases called biogas. And this biogas is the mixture of methane, hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. So 3 gases are mixed in this biogas. So from the activated sludge, biogas is produced. The effluent from the secondary treatment plant are released into water bodies. तो अब वो सारा जो effluent है जो treat हो चुका है during the secondary treatment, उस effluent को it can be released in the water bodies. Activated sludge is also important because biogas is produced from the activated sludge. So nothing is wasted. The sewage जो है इसे से पूरी तरह से treat हो जाता है with the help of sewage treatment plant. Water जो clean हो जाता है, that water is released in the water bodies and activated sludge is used to produce the biogas. Microbes and production of biogas. Now from the activated sludge the biogas is produced. One more device is there for the production of biogas. We'll study this. Biogas is a mixture of gases produced by the microbial activity that can be used as fuel. Okay, so biogas is produced by the microbes, जैसा लिखा हुआ है, microbes and production of biogas, and this biogas is used as a fuel. Certain bacteria that grows anaerobically on cellulosic material produce large amount of methane along with CO2 and H2. सेलुलोजिक मटेरियल प्लांट मटेरियल होता है, ठीक है, सेलुलोजिक जो मटेरियल होता है उसमें ये बैक्टीरिया के एनारोबिक, कुछ बैक्टीरिया एनारोबिकली ग्रो हो जाते हैं, ठीक है, बहुत सारे अमाउंट में, एंड these bacteria they digest that cellulosic material and they produce methane, or you can say they produce biogas, which is a mixture of methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. These hydrogen sulfide, we can say hydrogen and H2S are also present. Hydrogen भी present होता है biogas में, and we can say hydrogen sulfide is also present. Okay, so the bacteria which actually digest, we can say that the bacteria which digest the cellulosic material, they are known as methanobacterium, or you can say methanogens. Methogens कई बार एग्जाम में आता है, तो बैक्टीरिया क्या है, सेलुलोज मटेरियल को डाइजेस्ट कर देते हैं, एंड फ्रॉम दैट cellulosic material they produce the biogas, which is the mixture of methane, CO2 and H2. Now how this sketch is here given either, this is the biogas plant. ये बायोगैस प्रोड्यूस की जाती है, बायोगैस प्लांट के अंदर प्रोड्यूस की जाती है, ठीक है। बायोगैस प्लांट का इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं कि what happens in the biogas plant, the excreta of cattle is rich in methanogens bacteria and is used for generation of biogas, also called as गोबर गैस। जो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट होता है कैटल्स का, गोबर जैसे काउज डंग जिसे हम कह सकते हैं, कैटल्स डंग, इट इज रिच इन मैथेनोजेंस, क्योंकि जो टोटली होता है इट इज सेलुलोजिक मटेरियल, सो दिस गोबर कंटेन्स मैथेनोजेंस बैक्टीरिया, एंड this by this use of cow's dung or जैसे cattle's dung, the biogas can be produced, which is also known as गोबर गैस। गोबर से प्रोड्यूस होती है इसलिए इसका नाम गोबर गैस भी। The technology of biogas production was developed in India mainly due to efforts of Indian Agriculture Research Institute and Khadi and Village Industries Commission। बेसिकली इंडिया में इस बायोगैस टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज किया गया, एंड सबसे पहले जो एफर्ट्स थे दैट वाज बाय द इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट एंड खादी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्रीज कमीशन। दीज आर द टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हु एक्चुअली developed this technique of biogas production in India. Biogas plant consists of a concrete tank in which bio waste are collected and slurry of dung is fed. ठीक है, ये जो इसमें देख सकते हैं कॉन्क्रीट टैंक होता है, ओके, इस कॉन्क्रीट टैंक के अंदर बायो वेस्ट को कलेक्ट किया जाता है और डंग को, स्लरी ऑफ डंग यानी डंग को भी डाला जाता है। A floating cover is placed over digester that moves upward when gas is produced। ये जो टैंक है दिस इज द डाइजेस्टर, यहाँ पर ये डाइजेस्टर, डंग और वाटर, यहाँ पर डंग है टैंक के अंदर, फिर यहाँ से डंग ये ट्रांसफर होता है इस डाइजेस्टर के अंदर, वाटर आ रहा है और दूसरे बायोवेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स इसके अंदर कलेक्ट किए जाते हैं। और ऊपर ये जो एक दे रखा है इट इज एक्चुअली रोटेट होता है, ओके। सो जब बायोगैस प्रोड्यूस हो जाती है, फ्लोटिंग कवर इज प्लेस्ड ओवर डाइजेस्टर दैट मूव्स अपवर्ड व्हेन गैस इज प्रोड्यूस। जब ये डाइजेस्ट हो जाता है मटेरियल और बायोगैस प्रोड्यूस हो जाती है तो ये मूव होता है, ठीक है। व्हेनेवर द बायोगैस इज प्रोड्यूस दिस फ्लोटिंग कवर इज मूव्स ओवर द डाइजेस्टर एंड द गैस प्रोड्यूस इज रिमूव्ड एंड सप्लाइड थ्रू एन आउटलेट पाइप फॉर कंजप्शन। और यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं this is the outlet pipe gas. From this outlet pipe the gas is removed and it is collected in a tank। और इसको आगे फिर और फर्दर यूज के लिए आउटलेट डिफरेंट पाइप्स को करेक्ट करके और उसको फर्दर यूज करने के लिए ट्रांसपोर्ट किया जाता है। The spent slurry is removed through another outlet and used as fertilizers। अब ये जो सारा डाइजेस्ट हो गया, बायोगैस जो प्रोड्यूस हो गई है, लेकिन बायोगैस के निकलने के बाद जो बचा हुआ है दैट इज स्लरी, ठीक है। उस स्लरी को, द स्पेंट स्लरी जो बचा हुआ इज रिमूव थ्रू अनदर आउटलेट एंड यूज्ड एज फर्टिलाइजर। यहाँ पर एक दूसरा आउटलेट है स्लज जिसे हम कह सकते हैं, यहाँ पर एक दूसरा आउटलेट है, इसके थ्रू उसको सेपरेट कर लिया जाता है। जो बचा हुआ है, जो बायोगैस प्रोड्यूस हो गया, उसके बाद जो मटेरियल बचा है दैट इज स्पेड स्लरी। इसको अनदर आउटलेट के थ्रू एक उसमें स्लज में एक टैंक में कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं एंड देन इट कैन बी यूज्ड एज ए फर्टिलाइजर। एंड बायोगैस प्लांट इज मोर ऑफन built in rural areas as large amount of cattle dung is available। ठीक है, ये बेसिकली रूरल एरियाज में इसको प्लांट किया जाता है बायोगैस प्लांट को, बिकॉज वहाँ पर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कैटल डंग, क्योंकि कैटल ज़्यादा होते हैं रूरल एरियाज में, तो लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ कैटल डंग इज अवेलेबल इजीली इन द रूरल एरियाज। सो दिस बायोगैस इज basically plant in the biogas plant is basically built in the rural area।